The Lowcountry Food Bank believes that cooking matters in our fight to end food insecurity. We bring to you our virtual nutrition education series, Cooking Matters in Our Community.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to Cooking Matters in Our Community. I'm Suzy Johnson. I'm a nutrition education coordinator at Lowcountry Food Bank. And today we're going to talk about a few fun things. First, we're going to chat about how much added sugar is in those fancy beverages that you buy at the grocery store. Then I'm going to show you a healthy, easy, and inexpensive alternative to those sugary beverages. Plus, an added bonus is you're going to know what to do with that overripe fruit at the end of every week instead of throwing it in the trash. Are you ready to get started? Let's head to the kitchen. Let's start with our little chat about added sugar. The other day I went to the store and I was looking for an alternative to soda, something a little healthier. So I chose this flavored fruit water, only to get home and look at the label and it has 24 grams of added sugar, which is a little more than I would like to consume right now. So what does 24 grams really look like? There's a simple way to see 24 grams because we're going to put that 24 grams in teaspoons. All right, so there are 4 teaspoons in a gram. So I'm going to we're going to do a little math here and it's going to be really fun because math is fun. We're going to take 24 grams and we're going to divide it by 4 teaspoons per gram and we get 6 teaspoons. 6 teaspoons of sugar in this little bottle of flavored water. How much does that look like? What does that look like? Let's see, shall we? All right, I have my sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, holy cow, it's piling up, 5, 6. 6 teaspoons. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but that little pile of sugar, that big pile of sugar, is in this little bottle. Let's find a healthy alternative to that, shall we? I'll show you one. We're going to make a healthy fruit water. Why is it important to look at our labels? Why do we want to know how much sugar we're consuming in those fancy beverages? Well, ladies, the American Heart Association recommends that we limit our sugar intake to 6 teaspoons per day. Gentlemen, you have a little more wiggle room with 9 teaspoons. My point is that if you were to choose to drink this with your lunch, then you would probably have to forego the delicious cup of yogurt or that granola bar that you are looking forward to having later. That would be a big fat bummer. So the alternative to that pile of sugar that we're going to make today is a natural fruit water. Very refreshing. There are a couple of really great things about this recipe. One, it's only going to take about 10 minutes of your day. And 2, you can use just about any fruit that you have. Anything that you think that you might have to throw away soon, just put it in your water. Except bananas. Let's save the bananas for the smoothies. Also, if you have any fresh herbs like rosemary, mint, or basil, you can throw those in your water as well, and it'll only make it more delicious. There are all kinds of different combos that you can do, and I've thrown a couple together for you to look at. All of these fruits are mostly summery fruits, except for the cranberries. You might be thinking, that's a little out of season. But I put that on the list because that cranberry water is such a wonderful flavor for the holidays. It'll give you something to do with your leftover cranberries from your sauce, and you're sure to impress your holiday guests with the beautiful water that they make. Now, if you don't need to make water that day, you already have some in your fridge, but you still don't want to throw that fruit away, you can always freeze your fruit. You just put it in a Ziploc bag or a container. It's best to lay it flat and make sure you label it with the date and what it is, and then you stick it in your freezer, and then you can pull it out anytime you want and you have delicious, refreshing cold water. If you're following along at home with me, there's a few things that you're going to need to grab real quick. First of all, let's talk about containers. I'm using this jumbo size glass beverage dispenser today, but only because I wanted you guys to get a good grasp of how beautiful your fruit's gonna look. But you can use any container that you have on hand. You could use a pitcher or a water bottle, or you could even use a regular old water jug. Any of these things will do just fine. Here's a list of the other things you need to grab. You need a paring knife, a cutting board or cutting mat, a wooden spoon, and a measuring cup. As far as our ingredients go, today I'm using blueberries and oranges because they are looking a tad worn. So you need about 3 to 4 oranges, about a half a cup or a cup of blueberries, and depending on the size of your container, 1 to 5 cups of water. All right, let's get started. But wait, before we start any recipe in the kitchen, what do we need to make sure of? We need to make sure our hands are clean. We need to make sure our workspace is clean and that our food that we're working with is rinsed and ready to go. Now, if you need a little review on knife safety, Dana has a fabulous video and our other Cooking Matters in Our Community videos. And her video is called Getting Started in the Kitchen with Kitchen Safety and Knife Skills. So check that out if you need a little knife refresher. Okay, we're going to start with our oranges. My first fabulous kitchen tip today is I'm going to show you how to cut an orange so that you have little to no seeds in your water. And this works with any citrus fruit, lemons, limes, anything that you put in your beverages. Okay, I'm going to start by cutting my orange in half lengthwise. Ooh, this is a nice juicy orange. We are going to have delicious fruit water today. All right, so I have my 2 halves, and now I'm going to make cute little wedges out of each half. And depending on the size of your orange, you could get 3 to 4 wedges in each half. Remember to make the claw with your hand. Get your fingers out of the way because we don't want any bloody fingers today. Make a little cut here, flip it around, make another little cut, and voila! I have 3 cute little wedges. All right, so that's how we're going to cut our oranges. We're just going to keep making our wedges. Oh man, this is a juicy one. Delicious. Cute little wedges. Oh, oranges are so amazing for our bodies. They are full of vitamin C, folate, they're full of potassium, all of those nutrients. This is my big word of the day. Are you ready for it? All of those nutrients that I'm talking to you about right now are called phytochemicals. Big word. Now, I could stand here for 45 minutes and explain to you how awesome phytochemicals are for our bodies. But all you need to know today is that phytochemicals fight to keep us healthy and strong. I geeked out there for a minute, didn't I? Back to our oranges. All right, so I've got a lot of wedges, cute little wedges here, and I'm just gonna dump them in our container. Throw them in. Juicy oranges. And then we'll move on to our blueberries. Now, if you're using fresh herbs that I was talking about earlier, go ahead and throw those in now too. All right, and then we're gonna dump our blueberries in. And I love blueberries. Now, you are going to be pleasantly surprised at how you can taste the flavor of the blueberries and how well that flavor complements the orange. It'd be so delicious, refreshing. And blueberries are full of antioxidants. Ladies, why do we love antioxidants? Because it keeps our skin looking radiant. Yes. Okay. Blueberries, oranges, herbs if you have them. Now we're going to add our water. Today I'm using regular old tap water, just tepid tap water. I'm going to pour that in there. But I'm going to tell you my other awesome kitchen tip today. Sometimes when I have time in the morning, I like to heat up my water. Not boil it. I don't want to cook my fruit, but a lot of times I heat it up till it's hot to the touch, and I pour it over my fruit about a quarter of the way full, and I let that fruit steep in that hot water, and the hot water really works to extract all the juice. Fun tip today. But like I said, we're just using tap water today. I'm going to fill this up a little bit more. And if you're using hot water, you can absolutely just fill the rest of your container up with ice after you put the hot water in and just let it melt, and that works great. Be extra cold. All right, let's give it a little stir. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And refreshing. Now, if I had the time, I would fill it up with water, the rest of the way, but you get the idea. All right, that is our lovely fruit water. The best part. Let's have a little taste of our fruit water. Oh, it's delicious. I can taste the blueberries right off the bat. And you just stick it right in your fridge and enjoy it all day long. And the longer it sits in there and the water soaks up the juice, the fruitier and more flavorful the water will get as the day goes on. It's as simple as that to make your own natural fruit water at home. You're going to put a little money back in your wallet from not buying any more sugary, fancy beverages at the store. And you no more throwing your fruit away at the end of the week when you don't know what to do with it. I am so glad you could join me today. And for more fun in the kitchen, make sure you guys check out our other Cooking Matters in Our Community videos. You guys stay cool and drink smart.
For more information and recipes, visit lowcountryfoodbank.org/nutrition. And to learn where our food pantries and feeding partners are, visit lowcountryfoodbank.org and click Find Help.